let's pretend I have a one-track mind. I want to eat 2,000 calories of the same thing every day. Here's what 2,000 calories looks like for different types of food. Instead of counting can for can, calorie for calorie, we can use proportions to see how much food we would need for the day. Let's take a look at how we can use proportions. Proportions are used to scale up objects and also scale them down. Here are a couple examples from the real world. Architects use proportions every day. Blueprints and models are mini versions of a real building. Say you want to have a pizza party for you and your friends. You're going to need more pizza than normal. You can use proportions to scale up the amount of pizza that you would normally need. Before we get started, we need to remember what a ratio is. A ratio makes a comparison between two things. Most commonly, we use ratios as fractions. Now that we know what a ratio is, let's think about proportions. Proportions compare two equal ratios. In other words, these are two equal fractions. Let's take a look at an example. Here we have 1/2 of a pizza. Say I cut my whole pizza into 12 slices. I can see here that my half a pizza is 6 of the 12 slices. Judging from our pictures, we think we have the same amount of pizza, 6/12 and 1/2. We can write 1/2 and 6/12 as a proportion. If each side of the proportion reduces to the same fraction, we have a winner. Let's look back to our first example. We wanted to know how many Twix we could eat to fulfill our 2,000 calorie daily limit. Let's do the math to figure out how we got that. We can set up a proportion, 1 Twix to 250 calories, an unknown to 2,000 calories. Cross multiply, question mark times 250 equals 1 times 2,000. Simplify both sides. Now, divide each side by 250 to isolate the question mark. We see that 8 Twix is in 2,000 calories. Let's look at the classic shadow problem. We're going to figure out how tall the lamppost is. We will need the lamppost shadow, the height of another object, and its shadow as well. Here are the measurements that I found. Draw a picture. The lamppost, we don't know how tall it is. The shadow of the lamppost is 412 inches. Miss H, she's 62 inches tall. Her shadow is was 77 inches. Now to set up the proportion. First, the lampost's height over the lamppost shadow. Now, Miss H's height over her shadow. Alright, enough showing. You guys solve for the question mark to see what the height of the lamppost is.